going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. Warframe. I want to talk a little bit about the AKLX Prime relic that dropped with Baro now that it's basically over by the time this video goes out. That's for sure. I want to talk about what I think some positives and some negatives to this are, and then of course we still have the unknowns. So this is the first time we've seen Baro drop a relic. There's some good points to that, right? So we have a specific relic that we no longer have to, go random farm and hope we get it. Enough of them to be able to get in here and get this. Instead, we can come to Baro, use our ducats, whatever you want to call them, and grab a number of these relics to be used to pick up, the parts that we need, which at the initial level is actually a really good thing that we have a specific relics that we can specifically pick up from Baro for something that's specifically new. Not really a bad thing. Yeah, if you're someone like me that doesn't have a ton of ducats because I don't do a lot of farming, I don't have a lot of time to play the game, it can be a hassle because now you have to spend the 2 days trying to run other missions in order to get prime parts, in order to have enough ducats to come back, or ducats, whatever they are, to come back and buy enough relics to be able to farm it through the RNG that exists to be able to get the extra pieces that you need. And in this case, there's really only 2 pieces that you need out of this. The other parts, the Lex Prime parts, can still be picked up through the variety of different relics that exist now. They just did lump them into this particular relic, which is not a bad thing as well. But I have, as of this recording, I have the Lex Prime receiver I still have to pick up, but I've got 50 Lilith relics, I can't speak, that actually have that Lex Prime receiver in them as, the low-end commons. So it shouldn't be an issue for me to pick that up within those 50. Easy enough. But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit frustrating to be able to come in here. There was a decent amount of stuff that came out with this. For somebody that's a high level, this was a good thing because they had a place to put their ducats and they had a place to use it and grab these parts. And let me tell you, these parts are going to be expensive in the trade market. Highly valued because the only place to get this relic is currently on Baro. We don't know as of right now whether it's coming back on every rotation of Baro, or will it be a long time before we see it. Now, if it's like the Sands of Inara's blueprint where it's actually there, that's cool. But that also drops the rate of it, and I highly doubt it's actually going to be there for every single run. I think this is a rotation based thing, and if you didn't get it now, you're gonna have to wait till the next rotation shows up. And the reason is because he was on the Orcus relay in Pluto, which means you have to be a mastery level 8 to at least get in there and get these. Otherwise you are forced into the trade market to be able to pick this stuff up. So they're not going to put that on the Larunda relay and the Corona relay for low-level players to be able to grab, otherwise that just kills everything, right? So this was kind of for somebody that's achieved Mastery Level rank 8 or above. You have the opportunity to pick these up. You do some grinding. You get the parts. Advantage was this is the weekend to do it. The first time it was in rotation because everybody was farming for this. So it was not hard to drop this in, get a Radiant Relic going, if you will. Everybody's running these things. Your drop rates are pretty good, right? Future, after Baro is gone, not everybody's going to be running these things. People are going to be selling these things. A lot less chances, really, your RNG changes in order to try to get these parts, unless you can find a group of people that actually want to run it a few times and have enough relics to run it to be able to get the parts that you need. Otherwise, you're paying an arm and a leg in the market for them. And I can understand that as well. So, I don't know if this is the way to continually do this. I don't think this would be the appropriate way to continually enter new weapons into game. I think It wasn't a bad idea. I think it wasn't the best idea, but I think it wasn't a bad idea because it gives higher level players a chance to get something that maybe lower level players can't, and it keeps the market fresh, and so forth and so on. So good and bad to it. How many more items like this will come out? I don't know, and that's the big thing is, are we going to be using Baro now to add to the RNG that exists? I mean, it still is, as I said in my original Barrow video, grindy McGrind, because if you don't have ducats, you got to farm the ducats. If you don't have credits, you've got to farm a ton of credits, because 50,000 credits is still a lot of credits when you're buying these. I mean, I ended up buying about 20 of these in order to get the parts that I needed. So some people got them right away. Others of us had to go through all 20 of them before we got them. I do have a couple duplicates, but there's a lot involved in the process. So I think on some level it was good, some level it's probably not the best idea. But overall, it gave people something to do, I think, and something to look forward to. Like I said, I just need to pick up the one part, which is a standard Lilith relic that I have 50 of. So I'll eventually get that receiver, and then I'll be able to build the Lex Prime. Then I take both my Lex Primes, make my AT Lex Prime, my AC Lex Prime, and talk about it. Anyway, share your thoughts below. I'll catch you guys soon.